previously we also mentioned, the hands. You were talking about the hands and the energy of the hands. If you can just give us a practical thing of maybe how we can help ourselves, like in this time when we're at home, is there healthy energy we can, use?
Yes, absolutely. So our hands and everybody's hands, they have healing qualities. So our hands are magnetic, and you can just see this by just bringing your hands a little closer and closer until you feel that. Do you feel that resistance? That's prana. Prana is our life force. The life force that is in abundance around of us. It's like how much of it we have depends on the practices that we practice every day. That's why we practice yoga. People think yoga is for stretching, but no, you are actually creating more prana inside of you, which is the life force, which is the energy that we get from the sun. You put a plant beside the window and they lean towards the sun because they get their prana from the life force of the sun. In the same way, us humans get our prana from different sources, like our food, our water, the sun, all of that. And so any more prana we have, the more aware we are, the more awareness we have, the more clarity we have in our mind. So with our hands are one of the best tools that we have been given that carry that prana and can move that prana. So you can just put your hands together. This is a very simple one, and rub it together because you're creating more prana.
Sort of like and friction, right?
You're creating more friction, exactly. And then now try to feel that magnetic pull. It's usually more. Yeah. And then do it again. One of the best things you can do for your nerves is just put the hands on the eyes. Let that energy that you've created, that prana that you've created, go in through the eyes, because the eyes are, an open organ that can take things in. And then coming back, you can do that again. Another one that I really like is putting one hand on the heart and one hand on the lower belly, because the lower belly is the home of vata, and then vata is very sensitive. So the heart, the connection of the lower belly and the heart, and usually we end our practice of yoga like this. It's like we come into shavasana and it's like, okay, let's reconnect inside and see what's happening. And so that heaviness, that calm energy that we can create. So there's a lot of things that we can do with our hands, but number one is believe that your hands actually are tools of healing. My daughter actually, I have never told her this, but she told me the other day, we were trying to put some dust on our chickens because we have backyard chickens, and that they had some lice, so we were putting some dust on them. And then she was like, it's okay, mommy, let me put my hands on their head and they calm down, and then you can put it on. And it was actually working. And then I said, where did you even see that from? Oh, in yoga class they taught us that our hands can heal. It's like, oh my God. So if you teach them that from the beginning, when you're upset or you're not feeling well, why don't you just rub your hands together and put your hands on your eyes and they will heal you? Or put your hand on your forehead and it will heal you. And children will take on to that.
You know what? I love the idea that it's part of you. It's not some external thing that you always have to go find, right? It's already there. You just need to know how to use it. I love that. And they'll remember that forever. It's awesome that you have backyard chickens, by the way. I really wish I could have backyard chickens.
They're awesome.
Oh, and while I was doing that, I was thinking, it's like a loop. It's like creating like loops all over, right? It really felt that way, like completing some circles and creating that loop energy, which does.
And I mean, we're not talking everything scientific. For me, I usually bring the science behind the things that I teach my students. And this is no longer things that we can just feel. Science is slowly catching up. So if you want to do your research and find out why there's magnetic pull on our hands and how it actually creates these balances and imbalances, then it's definitely, the information is out there now.
Absolutely. And you're right. And it's amazing. We're all just a part of it, right? Absolutely. A little bit of the yin and the yang. I learned that the other day too, right? Science and intuition. I love that. I love that.